Yes, believe it or not, even though it is cold outside, it is still a busy time for baseball players as they're part of traveling teams and getting ready for the baseball season that's going to be coming up in the spring. And along those lines, let's bring back in a familiar face. It's Jeff Nelson with Team Heat Baseball. And welcome on in, Coach. And, you know, I think everybody always wants to know, too, how long have you been coaching? How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this about 20 years. I started coaching back my daughter in softball. Brought her into it first, and that's how the whole thing started. Then my boys started getting into it as they got to about 9, 10. They started t-ball. I went in from softball into baseball, and it's kind of been, been there ever since. And that's kind of what my passion's been, and really enjoyed it since that point.
Okay, interesting. So it's actually softball that got it started for you.
Absolutely.
And that's why you started Team Heat Baseball?
It's not quite. I mean, Team Heat Baseball actually started, in a total different manner. My boys were 9, 10 years old. We ended up playing a tournament. We were in the finals. We were the last 2 teams in the finals for the tournament. And the team beat me. I was kind of a little bothered by it. And then I come to find out they were a traveling team. So I kind of like, you know what? I went to the coach and started talking to him a little bit more. I asked him if he would be willing to play us, if I got a few kids together and, play against them, against their traveling team. Come to find out about 2 weeks later, we ended up getting everything together. We went out there, played against them on their turf, on their field, and we played against them and won. So it was a different game. At that point on, I'm like, this is what I want to do. This is fun. So that's basically how Team Heat started.
Yeah, and it's great stuff. We had my son Joey on, the last time, got to talk to him a little bit, and I know that his game has progressed a lot. So as far as developing baseball players, what do you think is important in developing their games?
Baseball's fundamentals. I mean, there's so many things to learn. I mean, pitching, hitting, throwing, your footwork, your hands, your feet. The mental part of the game is there's a ton of things to learn in this game. It is not an easy game to learn. A lot of the kids gotta remember too, it's a game. And these kids gotta understand, this is a game that's supposed to be fun. Enjoy it. If you're not having fun, why do it?
Absolutely.
Fundamentals are huge in this game.
Yeah, and there's so much to it in baseball. It's a game that I've been around for a long time. I learned something every single time, which is the great part of the game. As far as an age-wise, if someone's out there that says, hey, I got a kid, I think he's going to be good at playing baseball, what age would you recommend that they start playing competitively?
I think, you get a kid that, it shows interest in playing ball, at any level, where they feel like you see them in town and they're excelling and they're not being challenged. I think a kid at 8, 9, 10, any age like that, the earlier the better. There's so much to learn in this game that, there's no age group that you can actually start this kid. If you get the kids younger, the better. There's so much to learn. There's a lot of things we can teach the kids.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, I know that, you got some openings, I'm guessing, too. Is that right? And teams are forming?
Yep, we have an 8, 9, 10 youth group that we're putting together. We got 11 youth group that we're putting together. There's a couple of kids yet, and 13, we have a couple of kids we're looking for yet. So, yeah, definitely.
Excellent stuff. Get involved, Coach. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Yep, thank you.
A special thank you to Conan Automotive in Stoughton for supporting local athletics.